So let's dive into the sketch.io design panel. The design panel is what allows you to customize the look and feel of the elements in the page. As said in the previous video, you can easily add elements to the page using the Add panel on the left. You can select an element by either clicking on it or by finding it in the Navigator panel. Once an element is selected, you can start applying your design customizations. You have full control over the styling of your elements. You can customize how the text looks, the colors, the margins, the layout, and the dimensions, and much more. This gives you control over the CSS styling of your web pages. Now there are a few things to understand while making websites. The first one is that everything in the page is made of blocks. A block can have nested blocks or elements, and so on. In other words, when we look at the Navigator panel of this page, we can see that we have a body block. Inside of it there's a header, a hero banner, a container block, and a footer. The container element has a paragraph element inside of it, and if we want, we can add a heading title to it. This way of using nested blocks greatly simplifies the process of creating websites. Another element to understand is that when you apply some stylings to a parent element, the children of that element will inherit those styles as well. This applies to some specific properties like the color, font size, and a few more. For example, if we change the color of the container element to red, the children of that element will inherit that style as well. We can, however, set a different color on a child and it will override the inherited color. The next thing that is important to understand is how to target the elements we want to apply our style to. So we can notice at the top of the design panel, it says that we are currently applying the style to all heading 1 elements. This means that if we add another heading 1 element to this page or any other page in the project, they will have this style. So if we change the size of the heading 1 elements, it applies everywhere. We can, if we want, target the specific element we have selected. In this case, we would like to target the specific heading 1 element. For that, we change the value here to selected element, and now you can notice that when we make style changes, they apply to the selected element only. And finally, sketch.io allows you to create classes. A class is basically a styling that you can apply and reuse on many elements. So let's select this heading 1 element and add a new style that we're going to call highlight. We can add that class to the paragraph as well if we want. And now we can change the style of that class and it will apply to all elements in the project that have that class. This is very useful to be able to reuse styles across your projects. It's the recommended way of styling your elements. Finally, the last thing I want to cover in this video is how to make your pages responsive. In other words, how to make your page look good on different screen sizes. To do that, you simply need to change the screen size in the preview right here. You can then make style changes that only apply for that particular screen size and all smaller ones. Let's look at an example. Here we would like to have a smaller text size for the heading 1 elements when viewed on smaller screen sizes. As you can see, this custom style only applies to elements when viewed in small screen sizes. You can change any kind of style this way. Always remember that those changes apply to the current screen size and all smaller ones. So if we change the color to red on the tablet size, it will apply to the smartphone one, but not on the desktop one. That is it for this tutorial. In the next one we will explore the properties panel and how to make reusable components.